I don't feel dry. I feel just like photo ready. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra and I am here today with another video. I'm really excited about today's video because I am testing out the Patrick Star Ultimate Setting Powder. He just launched this in Sephora today and I had to go pick it up. I had to go pick it up because Patrick Star is known for his translucent powder, baking, glam, just powdering it up. And his formula for MAC, when he did a collab with MAC, people just loved and raved about and said it was the best setting powder. But now he has his own brand, One Size, and I love One Size. I love their products. My favorite thing so far is this eyeliner. This is like the best liquid eyeliner I've ever used, but I was really excited to try his setting powder. So I have it right here. I have not opened it yet. I'm super excited. It comes in two colors, translucent and dark deep. Yeah, I think dark deep. I actually got the translucent one, but I love that there's two shades, and I love that there's shades that, you know, fit darker skin, Black people of color. Like, that's what we need in powder. So I love that it's very inclusive. I decided not to get the deep dark because I feel like I kind of fall in the middle where both would work for me, but the translucent, I really wanted to see if it can highlight under my eyes the way I want. And I felt like the dark deep would be more of just like strictly for setting. It wouldn't necessarily give me the contour look, so I wanted to try the translucent. So this, I'm trying to, I got my notes on the side, but this powder is said to last for 14 hours, like 14-hour wear, which is incredible. And it also is just like for everyday setting and also buildable baking. I don't really bake that much. It's like just not really my thing, but I do use a lot of powder in my routine in general because I have oily skin, specifically like in the T-zone and everything. So I use a lot of powder. Like, I always powder before I use foundation, and I never go for the dewy look. Like, some people love that like fresh face dewy look. It's not really my thing. Like, if you see me, crisp, matte, that's what I like. So I'm just gonna be incorporating this powder and creating a cute little look and telling y'all how I like the product. So let's get started. This powder, like, here we go. First of all, great size. Like, this is giving me ounces. This is giving me, you know, something that's gonna last. And it's a nice size, and I love the packaging. I love the matte packaging. That's really nice. And the logo on the top, and then when you open it up, it has this cap. I watched the video. It's like video announcing the powder, and I thought that this was like the coolest part, the fact that it pops open. And then it has the logo on the inside again. And this powder retails for $30, and the trial size is $16. So if you just want to test it out, which I highly recommend, and just getting like the trial size, plus, you know, we're in a pandemic, budgets are tight, so just try it out first for $16. I think that's a great deal. And also, this comes with a, it doesn't come with, but Patrick uses like those little powder puff things. I don't really use those. I just like to brush my powder on, or like use a beauty blender or something for my powder. So I didn't purchase that, and I don't really have anything to replicate it, but we're gonna see if it works with like how I do my routine. Like, I don't want to try to emulate how he uses it necessarily, but see if it really works for me and my thing. So I'm gonna start doing my makeup and incorporating this powder, and I'll tell you how I like it. First, we're gonna prime the skin. So that's what I do. Fun fact, I actually won a Patrick Star giveaway once, and I was shook. I was shook. I was like, there's no way. I was like, is this real? When they messaged me or DM'd me on Instagram, I was like, no, this isn't real. This isn't real. but it was real. And I got like one of those mystery boxes with a ton of stuff, and I actually got this really cute brush set from Morphe, I think, and it has these crystals on it. It was in that package, and I will be using these this actually for my powder today. But it was so many, like, I was just so blessed, honestly. It was like, oh my gosh, it was so many good products in there. It was like, I don't know, hundreds of dollars of products that I still use, and I got it like a year and a half ago. I won that, and I was like, this is insane. I'm a big Patrick Star fan. I think he's great. So got the primer on. Gonna let this sit a little bit. But before I do foundation, I always use powder. It just really controls my oil throughout the day, but it also, like, it just makes my foundation so seamless, and I love that look. So it just applies so well, it just lasts longer, it looks more flawless. So I'm excited to try this powder under my foundation. Let's see. It says it's like blurring, and yeah, let's see if it just like smooths the skin. Honestly, it's so soft. It's so soft. So far, I feel like I'm really getting that blurring effect. Like, it looks like, yeah, it really mattified the face, blurred it out. Yeah, and my face is so smooth now. Yeah, this is doing great. Okay, so I'm gonna move on and do some of the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back for the point in my routine where I use translucent powder again. So now that I have my foundation and a little bit of bronze and contour done, I'm gonna do my concealer, and then we're gonna set with the powder. So now I'm going to use the translucent powder under my eyes after applying concealer. An issue that I usually have with powders under my eyes is that it makes it look so dry and cracky, which I don't use it a ton. I usually just buff the translucent powder as like a finishing, like setting powder, instead of like baking a lot under my eyes. Like, I want a little bit of highlight, but I usually do it for such a short period of time because I haven't found a powder that doesn't like crack up or like make this look dry. So I'm hoping on initial like application that it doesn't like just dry this out even more. You don't want to be able to see the crevices in your eyes that much. Like, I already like concealer, you can see, like, you can just see the crevices, and I feel like setting powder is supposed to blur that and stop that. So I'm gonna blend out my concealer a little bit more and put the powder on. It literally goes on so smooth. I love that for sure. And I get, like, it's a setting powder, of course it is, but I'm telling you, you can tell when a certain setting powder is just too thick for its own good. Like, you can tell. Also love this new sponge I'm using. It's actually by Target brand, like Up and Up brand, but it's like, you know, a beauty blender, but it fits on your finger. So it's perfect. And so because I love blending out my like concealer with my fingers sometimes, or just feel like I need something tinier to get up in there, this just is fitting perfectly. And I blend my concealer with one side and then powder with the other. So we're gonna see if this brightens a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna head a little down here, a little up here, and I don't bake for long. I really don't. Kind of put that into the skin, and let's see. Can I chisel my face? I definitely don't do this that much, but just because I have the powder and I want to see all of its ability, we're gonna try. Let's see what we do. Let's see what it do. The final step I do is, before I do eyeshadow, I put translucent powder on my eyelids because they get oily so easily, and I really need to set whatever I prime it with. So if I prime it with an actual eye primer, or if I just use concealer, which today I just used concealer, I usually set it with a translucent powder. So far, I'm very impressed. While I let this kind of chisel a little bit more, I'm gonna brush off under my eye because, like I was telling y'all, it like really dries out and cakes out for me, and I hate that. So I don't usually bake that long under my eye. It's definitely super matte. It's definitely super matte. It's making me wonder if I should have gotten the deep, but I feel like that it wouldn't brighten, because I definitely see like a brightening effect, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like dry, it's just really smooth. I don't think it looks dry. Like, I feel like my under eyes have looked worse. I mean, I probably could have did better with the concealer. I'm looking a little tired, I ain't gonna lie. But I don't feel dry, I feel just like photo ready. Is that the where I'm going for? Photo ready. I don't know, I really like it. And ooh, I will say it is smooth. Let's dust this off. I just put a little bit in the middle of my nose, just a tad. But so far, like, you can tell. Do you see? It's like a glow, but it's matte. It just, do you see? It's just like giving me glow. It's giving me matte photo ready. Insane. Yeah, I really like this. Okay, so I'm gonna do my eyes and continue to let this bake a little longer, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I just did a really simple eye look or whatever. I've been baking this whole time, so we're gonna see if this kind of gives me a snatched look. And yeah, I'm so far like pretty impressed with the powder. It gives me just like the really nice matte finish I like, and I don't feel like it looks drying. I feel like it looks really good. So yeah, let's just brush off this of the cheek. Oh yeah, she snatched a lot. We're gonna blend that. Maybe I could have used a deep dark, but the thing is, I'm not as tan as I was when I was living in Florida. And I really want to start like highlighting a little bit more. So I was like, oh, let me just get the translucent, because when I was looking at the models and the matches, I felt like my skin tone was kind of falling right in between the two. So, I don't know. It is very snatched. I like it. I think it's good. I think it gives me a nice look. I'm gonna do a flashback test just to see, you know, if the powder has any flashback. It says it's flashback free, so we just want to check it out, you know. So I did the flashback test, and I don't know if it's giving me flashback. I don't know if it's just too light for my skin, but like, Black people use this translucent powder all the time and bake with this kind of powder all the time, but it does give a little flashback. But I feel like the deep dark would have just been too dark under my eyes. I would have had no, you know, just because I'm like kind of in the middle, no like highlight. But it's kind of giving me flashback vibes. It's kind of giving me flashback vibes, and I don't know. So I'm gonna insert the photo and you guys tell me down below if you think it passed the test or not. I mean, I want to say like it does, but then I want to say it doesn't. Like, I don't know. And that could be because I should have tried the deep dark, but I've used translucent powders before and haven't had that issue. So, and I don't know. So just leave it in the comments below. I'm pretty happy with the product until I did the flashback test, because now I'm on the 5th. But just like straight on, I'm really liking the finish because it gives me the matte look I like. It gives me a highlighted look, and I think it looks good. So yeah, that's me trying out the new One Size powder. So now that I've finished my whole face, I just want to give you my final thoughts. I really do like this powder. I think I like it more, since I got the translucent one, I think it's very brightening under the eyes. Like, you can tell, like, it really lifted my under the eyes. I don't usually bake or snatch like that. I just did it for the video. It's definitely like not really my style. I feel like for that I probably could have used the deep, but then again, I'm just like right in the middle. So I don't really know with that, but in general, I feel pretty just highlighted and mattified. And so I think, you know, obviously translucent powders do that. They're supposed to mattify, they're supposed to set the skin. I think this is very fine. I think it really blurs out the pores. When it says it's blurring, I really think it is. Like, when I look at my forehead, that's what it looks like. It looks blurred out. It looks photo ready. It looks like a photo finish. And I think you get that. I think also the power in this product would be how long it lasts. Like, I am doing this tutorial pretty late at night, but I will continue to use this powder and update the description box below on if it really is 14-hour wear. But I think that that's going to make like the biggest difference in comparison. But I do feel like this is more blurring than other translucent powders that I've tried. I will say I did get slight flashback on the flashback test, which is like a little disappointing. It doesn't mean I'm not going to use this powder at all, but it just means I'll probably just use it under my foundation and to just set generally, but not necessarily to bake very heavily, which is just so interesting because I don't usually bake. I just really wanted to try it out for this video, but Patrick Star is such a baker and it says that it doesn't give, you know, any flashback, but that's kind of what I got, you know? So yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.